Lots of people need an answer to this question. I'm miserable. What should I do? This is such a simple question, but sometimes it can be hard to solve. Once upon a time, I was in the shoes where I didn't know how to solve that question, but right now I've managed to solve and basically not be miserable anymore. This video might get a little bit philosophical, but at least we're gonna solve a really big question that a lot of people are struggling with. Let's put it this way. We all have dreams and desires that we think that once we accomplish, we will be the happiest person alive and all the problems will go away. Most of the people, including me, think that money can solve 100% of our problems and that once we get rich, we're gonna be happy. And let me tell you that it's not the case. After doing a research on millions of rich people, on millionaires, billionaires, I've noticed that material things will never make you satisfied. Let's say you have a dream car that you want to buy and you think that when you get that car you will no longer be miserable. Or you have a dream watch, or you have a dream house, or you have whatever it is. And you think that once you get that thing, you will no longer be miserable. And let me tell you, it's not like that. Andrew Tate himself spoke that once you get whatever it is that you want, you just immediately go on to the next thing. And it's always better to have the feeling of wanting something rather than just being able to buy everything and be bored, basically. See, casino addicts are not very addicted to them going and basically gambling money. Gamblers are addicted to the feeling of thinking about gambling, going towards the casino, feeling all this dopamine before gambling, and once they start gambling, they just basically forget it in their head and their dopamine goes away because they start losing and losing and losing, and it's not a very pleasant place to be. And let me tell you, the fuel that is pushing us to live this life is when you have something you're striving towards. In order to not be miserable, we gotta learn to live with ourselves and not get satisfied with outer things. What do I mean by this? Every time you feel miserable inside, every time you feel a lack, every time you feel unhappy, what most people do is they book another trip, they go traveling, they buy something, they go shopping, they go out with friends, drink, party, all these things. People are trying to fix their inner emptiness with doing things outside. All these things, like buying the watch, going to Italy, going to a nightclub with friends, getting drunk, all these things will fix the problem permanently. Like you're not treating the cause of the problem, you're treating the symptom. Let's say right now I'm feeling empty, what do I do? Let's call my friends and go and grab some coffee, right? Well, that's not the smart thing to do right here because we need to find where my lack is coming from. Where is this feeling miserable coming from? And once we fix that, we will no longer feel miserable and then we can freely go and do whatever we want. We can go traveling, we can go partying, we can even sit home alone, not getting stimulated and feel happy at that moment. We need to learn how to be happy with ourselves and how to basically not get stimulated by outside things, but be happy in the moment. How do we do this? We do this, first of all, by feeling gratitude. You need to understand that everything that is given to you in this life is given to you with a purpose and is given to you by God. I am living my life with the saying that everything is from God, therefore it's good, and it's here to teach me something. When you start living by these 3 sentences, all of a sudden your life improves and you're one step closer to not feeling miserable. If right now you go out and you get hit by a bus, well, that's an extreme example, but whatever happens in your life, if you go out and you find 100 bills on the ground, that's for God too. Everything in this life, even the smallest things, are from God, therefore they are good. Right now in the moment you may not understand how are they good. You don't understand it right now, but the thing is that you don't have to understand everything, you just have to follow God. Because He knows better than you do. So whatever situation you're given right now, you gotta learn and understand that it's from God, therefore it's good and it's here to teach me something. The next thing is you gotta start living in the moment and be appreciative of small things. Why is every dog in the world just happy? Because in the dog's mind, all they think about is them with their owner, and that's it. They are living in this moment. They see a squirrel, they're going, peeing on the poles, they're sniffing other dogs' butts. They're living in the moment. They're so happy. But on the other side, their owner, you'll see that they're always like this. Why is it like that? Because the owner, in his head, he's thinking about work, he's thinking about his wife, he's thinking about the project that he needs to do, he's thinking about the car that needs to be repaired, he's thinking about all the things, all the worries in the world, but this dog is just living in the moment and it's just happy. We need to put ourselves in this space like the dogs, because if you think about it, we only have this moment right now. In this moment right now that you're watching this video, this is the only moment that you have. What happened previously, it's the past, it's gone, it will never come back. And in the future, what will come, that's to come. That's not right now, so you don't have to worry about that. 99% of the problems are created in our head, and either are never gonna happen, or they happened, but we perceive them like worse than they happened. We're making big deal out of something that was not that big of a deal. 90% of the arguments are happening inside of the head. You know, when you go in the shower and you create fake scenarios, like fake arguing and all these things, you're making your brain miserable, and those arguments that you're imagining in your head will never happen, by the way. So you're putting yourself in the miserable state, and you have to stop doing that. Live in the moment, live right now, be appreciative of the small things. Go out and literally start looking for butterflies, for squirrels, look at the green trees and be happy. Like, breathe air and be grateful, be happy. Don't be in your head so much, but go out and live in the moment. This is how you become less miserable.